What you guys saying? I just got back from the gym. I'm a little bit tired. But what I came here today to say is that anything that is out of your control should go out your mind too. I remember when I was younger, when I came back from secondary school, because I was by myself, it definitely was high school, right? And I think I was in year 7 or 8. And for some reason, it was eating me up that one day I was gonna die. You know, I'm pretty sure everyone's had a moment like this. This is pretty generic and basic. And I was so scared and I was thinking about everything when I was literally, how old would you even be at the start of high school? Like 12, thank you. Yeah, I think you're like 12, right? So I was already thinking about the end of my life. I was just kind of stressing and overthinking. And I remember I told my brother, I was telling my parents, and they did calm me down. But also another thing that I remember is things that we can't control, we should never stress over, because there's only so much all of us can do. There's only so many things that are in our hands. And to be honest, especially now, currently in my life, which hopefully I can make a video on later on, I'm not gonna make a video on now, but stress is a big thing and me controlling that stress. And a lot of the times, all right, just every time, we have so much stress already. And I honestly think in hindsight, it's a little silly to stress about things that are not in your control already. The only things you can do is work on the things you can change and just put all your energy into something that you can control. All the things that you can't control, like your height and like how I don't even know what to list off. But everything that you can't control really is just a waste of time, because I know that there are so many things that I do control. And when I humble myself and come to the realization that I am not in complete control of my life, and that's just that. I always go around saying and thinking, you know what, I'm in control of everything I do, say, you know, everything is in my control. And the reality is everything in your life is not in your control. Anything can happen at any time. And there are certain things that we just can't do anything. As much as we try, as much as we want to do, nothing's going to change that from happening. Although I'm not a religious person, I do believe in fate. All of us have a fate, in my opinion at least. And there's nothing I can do to change my fate. You know, Romeo and Juliet. You know, this Romeo, it's been a long time since Romeo and Juliet, right? Just give me a break. But Romeo screams out and he's like, I'm a slave to fate. Or I can't remember what he says. I'm not gonna lie. I try to be slick. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, just chill. Stop. All right, just stop. Jeez. But for those who know the quote, he realizes that he's basically a slave to fate. You know, it's just like when I get deja vu, this is gonna sound insanely goofy. When I get deja vu, for some reason, I always try to do the opposite of what I did, right? Because I don't want events in my life to play out like it's happened already. Like, I'm just trying to change my fate is my point. And you can't change your fate. You can't beat it. You can't. There's nothing you can do. You know, what's going to happen is going to happen. And at the end of the day, the best thing you can tell yourself is, it is what it is. The is what it is mentality is just the best mentality to have, to be honest. And especially because you know I'm going to get on people now. You know I'm going to get on people because I always talk about people in these videos. When someone's acting a certain way, you can't do anything about it. That is something, without a doubt, that is out of our control. You know, when somebody says they care about us, the next morning they wake up and they're a completely different person and they discard of us like a Monster energy drink in the bin. What can you do? What honestly can you do? I've learned the hard way, all right, through years of trying, expectations, fake scenarios in my head, that I can't control how somebody I care about is gonna act. I can only sit and pray that they act right. And that is something you have to come to grips with. You know, I don't know if somebody's struggling with that right now, but from my experience, the best thing is to know that you can't control people the way you want to. All of us want to control somebody, at least our friends or someone we're trying to pursue, or maybe a family member, you know, family problems. We know how that goes. But we're always trying to control how somebody acts and how somebody is. And we just can't. We can't. The same way no one really can control the way we act and how we are. It's literally the exact same. And sometimes we just have to tell ourselves that for it to make sense. You know, I don't know if I'm rambling on because there's so much I kind of want to say and it always feels like that. But to be honest, this can branch out to a million things. But at the end of the day, what you can't control, get rid of it. Get rid of it as quick as you can because it's only going to add to the pile of stress. You know, 99 problems and stuff you can't control is just the icing, the cherry on the cake. So if you're currently finding this hard, the main takeaway and what I've been trying to say to you for however long this video is that you really need to focus on the things that you can change. You need to focus on how healthy you can become, how positive you can become, how you can work on improving, just improving and growing. It's bigger than improving. It's just growing consistently. The growth, you know, everyone is still growing. I'm still growing. I got so much growing to do, and so do you. You have so many more things to experience, so many more things to learn. I mean, you know what this channel's about. Daily reminders. Don't forget, you know, I always think of it like boxing, okay? When I was boxing, actually, like for real, not for real. Okay, wait, chill. I'm saying when I was training, I always used to think, damn, like there's so many little things in boxing that I can do and that I can apply to it in terms of footwork, punching. I don't want to bore the people that don't care about this. And that's exactly how life is. You know, our mind can only soak up so much. And some of us are taking in way too much information, you know, and that's just adding more to the stress. And I've got a good video coming on stress. I'm telling you, a good video. Only a few people know, you know, barely anybody knows. But my point is why I referred it back to boxing is because, like I said, life is just the exact same. That's why I want my channel to be about reminders, and then I want to have, you know, entertainment too, obviously. But I want it to mainly be reminders, and I know some of you just enjoy me talking and rambling. I wanted to do a challenge video before I came back with this video, but then I know these videos just help. I'll never stop doing them. So I think I'm just going to go back to uploading them regular until I just have a fun idea. And I've just been working on my second channel too. If you guys want to support me, then I have a Patreon. It's only $3 a month. That is literally just would mean the world to me. That's just support me, and you get videos like this a day early. And then there's another one that is $10, I believe, and that's for your problems, your dilemmas, for me to make a personal video on the Patreon for you. Anyway, that's all up to you guys. And the main takeaway, if you're new here, you don't need to subscribe, do all of that. But anyway, that's me for today. I'm going to catch you tomorrow as always. My God.